As a photographer and a videographer, you're left with hundreds of gigs of data after every single shoot. With the cameras getting more and more advanced with high megapixel sensors and us always shooting in 4K now, it's very hard to manage the storage. So I used to use a bunch of these external SSDs to manage my data, but it was getting to a point where I was having too many of these, I was losing track, and yeah, it was getting annoying. So I decided to go with something like this instead. So this is a Terramaster D8 hybrid, which is a DAS. So there's DAS and there's NAS. NAS is the network attached storage and DAS is more like the desktop version of it. And I think NAS is probably the more popular one among most people because you can access it from anywhere as long as the device itself is attached to a network. This one is a simpler version and all you do is plug it to your computer via USB-C and it just acts as a big external storage. I actually bought this on Amazon around 6 to 8 months ago. So it's been sitting here for a while and I opened it to have a quick look but didn't really get a chance to put it together. And I got two 24 terabyte hard drives from Japan when I was there earlier this year. So let's put these two in here and set it up. Alright, so I already opened it when it first came just to see what it actually looks like, but haven't really set it up or anything. So comes neatly packed. So like I said, I bought it on Amazon and I think it was around 300-400 bucks on sale, I believe. Step down. Alright, let's get rid of this. Okay. Alright, let's see what's inside here first. Alright, cool. So we got the power supply. Yeah, so these ones need their own power supply because they have the cooling system and a bunch of other circuitry. USB-C cable. Alright, so it comes with little screws and some tools. Keep these. Yeah, and also comes with an installation guide, which I believe is a video. Has a warranty. It's probably out of warranty already because it's just been sitting here. And backup software. Cool. Alright, and it comes with some stickers so that you can name your hard drives. Alright, so I'll put these aside for now. Let's look at the main component. Alright, so that's our Terramaster D8 hybrid. So at the front you got the 4 hard drive slots. I think you can connect SSDs to these as well, if I'm correct. And it's also got 4 M2 slots as well on the side, which I believe is on this side. Yeah, we'll have a look. And yeah, so you have 4 hard drives and 4 M2 slots. I believe that's why they call it hybrid. And with the hard drives, you can go up to 24 terabyte. So you can have 4 24 terabytes and you can have 4 8 terabytes. Yeah, so 8 is the max for the M2 and 24 is the max for the hard drives. So here we have the RAID system. So for the first 2 hard drive slots, you can actually set up RAID on device, which is kind of cool. So you have a few options. So you can have it as single if you like. So it'll just act as 2 individual hard drives, or you can do a JBOD, which is just a bunch of disks. So it'll be, if you have, for example, 2 24s, it'll just come up as 48, like just one big storage. And then there's RAID 0 and RAID 1. Personally, I think I will be going with RAID 1, mainly because I'm one of those people who backs up the backup. So I think RAID 1 is probably the best for me. And also at the back we've got the USB port and just the power supply. I'll try to open this up. Okay, so just, yeah, it comes out like that. and let's take all of them out. So this is my first time actually looking at this as well, so this is all new to me as well. Alright, so just the connections inside, and let's see how we can open this side.
A few moments later.
I think this should do the job. So let's take this one. I won't be putting any SSDs inside here anyway. I'm just purely taking it out so that we can have a look, just for my own knowledge as well. Put it this way. Right. So that's how the back looks. Yeah, so very simple. Yeah, just 4 slots, and I believe, yeah, so it's 2280 M2 SSDs. You can put 4 of these up to 8 terabytes. So that'll give you 32 terabytes from here and 96 from here. So altogether that is pretty good. That's what, 128. Alright, cool. For now I'll just stick to my 24 terabytes, but so I'll put this back now because we won't be needing this part. The hard drives. These are the Seagate Barracuda 24 terabytes, and these are actually CMR. I believe the bigger sizes are CMR, and I believe for both of these it cost me 117,000 yen, which is probably around 1,200 Australian dollars, so around 600 per hard drive, which is quite a bit cheaper than Australia, I believe. Yeah, so got 2 of these. Right, let's open this up. I've actually never unboxed a hard drive before because ever since I started building my own computers, I was just using NVMe's or SSDs. So this is actually my first time taking a hard drive out of a package. Oh, alright, it's quite heavy. I won't play around with it too much, I'll just leave it in here. We'll get the other one out as well. They've actually numbered this base, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And since we're doing the RAID on device anyway, we'll just stick with number 1 and 2. Yeah, so there are these 2 little panels on the sides that will hold the hard drive together once you actually put it in. So you just basically place this in here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you place that there and you basically just get this and right, do the same thing to the other side. Cool, so it's pretty good and it holds it really well, and that's actually a very smart design. You don't have to use any screws or anything. Just like that. Alright, so we got both these now. I might just put the empty ones back first. They will just go in like this. First hard drive going in. Right, and this one. Cool. Alright, so once you put the two hard drives in, it becomes quite heavy. I think this is probably at least 5 kilos now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in terms of the installation. And there are some instructions on here as to how to set the RAID, the on-device RAID. And you can just use the screwdriver and turn the pointer. And the pointer has 4 different configurations. So there's single JBOD, RAID 1, RAID 0. So I'll be putting it to RAID 1. And after that, you just have to press the reset button and it'll reset itself. And I think you have to plug it to the computer and format it from there as well. Alright, so let's plug this into my computer and see how we go from there. And I'm going to plug it to the back of my studio display here. So let's turn it back. Right, so this one goes here. And that's it. Let's power it up. It's making quite a bit of noise. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this pointer towards RAID 1, which is all the way at the bottom. So I'll just go 1. So you can actually hear the click, which is good. So we are at RAID 1 now. And the next step is clicking this reset button over here. I'm going to use this little tool it came with. Awesome. So if you got this far, thanks for sticking around. And that was me trying to put together the D8 hybrid from Terramaster. If you're looking at getting something like this, I will put the Amazon link which I bought it from in my description. There's no affiliation or anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.